Over the weekend, Linda Mwananchi stormed Kisii County and Bungoma. And in this video, I want to give you a highlight summary of both, starting off with Bungoma, then we finish off with Kisii, where Murkomen shamelessly dispatched goons. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Now over to Bungoma. Number 1. It's now evident who the current Luhya kingpin is, and this image right here tells you the full story. Here you can see Governor George Natembeya, a sitting governor, who's to the left of Edwin Sifuna. Look at their chairs. This is what we used to see when Raila Odinga would go to functions and he's flanked by governors, senators, and so on and so forth. They are now according that same respect to Edwin Watenya Sifuna. I think we already know at this juncture who the Mulembe Nation kingpin is. Because if this were anybody else sitting on this chair and Natembeya is subjected to this other tiny chair, Natembeya himself would have raised hell in that same function, forget even after. But there was a general consensus amongst them that this is the guy, this is who we are backing, so he deservedly gets to be put on a different pedestal. Now, still on the issue of the Mulembe Nation kingpin, I also had Cleophas Malala weigh in on the matter, and the only part where a few might not agree with him is him opting to have Sifuna as the deputy presidential running mate and not the running mate. But at the end of the day, the name of Edwin Sifuna is still at the forefront of everybody's lips. We're not sure which of the two seats he's going for, but the name that Mulembe is fronting is Edwin Sifuna. Just listen into this.
Utawala. Kalonzo pia ameenda kwa Wakamba. Nataka kutangaza leo hapa. Kalonzo Musyoka amesema anataka kuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Ni sawa. Rigathi Gachagua amesema anataka kuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Ni sawa. Matiang'i amesema anataka kuwa rais wa Kenya. Ni sawa. Sisi Waluhya, sisi tumesema hatutaki urais, lakini tuna book deputy president. So wewe Kalonzo, Gachagua, Matiang'i, mukae chini. Mchague mtu mmoja. Wale ambao wanakosa wakuja wapange laini nyuma yetu. Na kwa United Opposition, I am proposing today, we are fronting our son Edwin Sifuna, our deputy president.
I think it just goes back to the ticket we predicted here earlier, Kalonzo Sifuna, and it's becoming more surreal as we edge closer to 2027. Now let's head on over to Kisii. Number 1. In Kisii, the use of goons was at an all-time high, thanks of course to our CS and PS of insecurity. I say this because goons stoned Sifuna's convoy in full glare of police officers. Just have a look at this. Guess what? One person died from those attacks. And here's Onyonka explaining what happened.
What actually happened is that, yes, when we arrived in Kisii town, it was an astounding function. It was very good. There was no issue. People spoke. And when we were now leaving, getting out of Kisii town and going to Keroka is when we found this group of more than 1,000 young men and individuals with arrows, bows, and djembe sticks, shouting two-term and saying we are abusing the MP, Zahir Jhanda, who's my friend. And that is how the skirmishes began. As a result, when now we were escaping from Keroka itself, from Keumbu, is when the young man, Mapinduzi, who died. Actually, what happened is that when the vehicle he was in was getting over, when you are driving through Keumbu, there's a market there. And when you're driving over the market, there are bumps. So because we were under so much speed, when the vehicle they were using, and he was actually in the vehicle, because he was one of the sound people, he then slipped. And he fell out and he hit his head on the floor.
Meanwhile, on the other side, President Ruto is busy pretending to give questionable characters the mandate to go and deal with those goons. Roll the tape.
Ndio mnaona iko goons all over the place. Because our goons ni watoto innocent. Wanatumiwa na wanasiasa bankrupt. Mwenye hawana akili, anaenda anapanga fujo. Napiga watu, naleta hasara. So, Bwana Murkomen na jeshi yako ya polisi, goons wote wanyoroshwe kiboko. Kwa sababu na watafutwe wale wenye kulipa hawa watoto. Yes, watafutwe, kwa sababu huwezi kuacha mtoto yako nyumbani, unaenda kulipa mtoto ya mwingine, unampatia mawe, unampatia panga, rungu, aende apigane.
I think the president has jokes. This is gaslighting 101. In every single video, goons are walking and working in tandem with police officers. But they said police officers are never fired or questioned. They said goons are never arrested, and if they are, they're mysteriously released. The leaders who are paying them go scot-free. Like now I saw, in this case of Kisii, Zahir Jhanda was summoned to go explain what happened. That is as far as it will go. Yet somebody died on account of this mischief. Kurushiana mawe, kugonga watu, sijui nini. I mean, it's sickening. We have never seen this under Uhuru Kenyatta, Kibaki, Moi, or Kenyatta the First. This is only rampant during William Ruto's reign. You know, they say about the fish, it rots from there. Exactly. Number 2, I've never seen or heard of David Maraga giving money to anybody, but for the first time in history, Maraga donated 100,000 Kenya shillings cash in the full glare of people. Here's a tip.
Wapi yule kijana alikuwa? Bwana mheshimiwa, hiyo ni shilingi 1,100 kwa mama wetu. Tunawashukuru, asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki sana. Thank you very much.
Asante sana CJ Emeritus. Huyu alitengeneza historia.
I guess the opposition have realized that Kenyans are money hungry and they only respond well to money. So if they can't beat Ruto, let them join him. And I have no problems with it because at the end of the day, Ruto must go by any means necessary. Na ndio maana tulisema akipeana pesa na hata sisi tupeane pesa. Wakijaribu kuiba hata sisi tukue na mipango yetu. Wakijaribu kupanga namna hii hata sisi tupange namna hii. You go band to band. You don't play second fiddle and expect to come out on top. It will never happen. Hata ukicheza mpira na mtu na saa yote wanajiangusha kwa box wanapewa penalty. Hata nyinyi muanze kulala kwa hiyo box, muweke hata mattress. Penalty ipeanwe pia hiyo pande yenu. That is the only way we'll succeed to remove this government. This is the most illegal, most backward, most incompetent, most unpopular government that this country has ever seen. Even those who lived during the Moi days can attest to this. Moi alisumbua watu lakini si hii kiwango. Hii is too much. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do the best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Interior design is one of those things you can't afford to get wrong. So if you're looking for experts to do your gypsum, wainscoting, paintwork, tiles, washrooms, and kitchen, reach out to Dhaka Living on 0706 026 218. That's 0706 026 218. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.